like to lead us off?
Going from Selection Sunday to now, just what has it been like to prepare for this moment being your first college football playoff?
It's been fun. This is my first time being in the playoffs, coming off a good win in the ACC championship. First couple of days we had off, just kind of rest and like give ourselves some time to kind of recover from a long stretch we had, and then picked up with practice. Now we're getting into our first full week preparing for Texas, so we're getting back to more of a normal schedule. So I'm just excited. You know, we watched a lot of tape on Texas. They're a very good football team, so I'm just super excited about the preparation we have to do and to play. So.
You mentioned that Texas offense and the tape. Just what have you seen from it? It feels like an offense that run primarily through the running attack and then really builds off of that. Just what challenges do they present?
Everywhere, you know what I'm saying, they got guys all over the field. Like I said, they're a very good football team. They have a very good, well-coached as well. Obviously, playing against Texas at Texas, so it'll be a good one to go against. Be a great atmosphere to play in. It'll be my first time at Texas, so I'm super excited.
What's it like to see your name next to, Clemson's all-time single-season leader in forced fumbles, to get that against you and just know that you hold that record?
It's a blessing. It was something that kind of like you didn't really think about at first. I was just doing like every day we rep forcing fumbles and things like that in our turnover circuit before practice. So you don't really think about it in the game. It just kind of like naturally do it. So just for me to have that record is amazing. And so I'm just blessed about it. We got more season to do, so I'm going to keep adding to that record.
Okay, you said you just naturally do it, but is there anything fundamentally in terms of being able to shift your focus to the ball when you get passed down? How do you put yourself in position to make those plays?
It's really like hand-eye coordination deal. We focus on finishing the quarterback after every pass rush rep we do, just so we can get a chance, the opportunity to hit the ball or hit his arm just to see if we can cause a fumble. So once you do a rep in practice and stuff like that, I put my focus on his hands and stuff like that, so it just carries over to the game.
Is it something that Chris Trump has maybe emphasized since he's gotten here, or is it something that just you've been able to pick up on from your first 2 years here?
Definitely something that Coach Rump emphasizes, and it turns out well for us. So.
What has he done this year to really just grow your game?
Really getting more football smart. That was a big thing for me. I wanted to understand the game a lot more. So whether that's sitting down in a classroom, going over certain formations to see just like little key details that you can pick up in the film room, just to like help me play faster and things like that. You could definitely see from last year compared to this year. So I'm super blessed to have him as my coach, and obviously I got more to learn.
Is that like the offensive tackle stance, or what types of things can you point out to that help you in your rush?
Really depends on the opponent. Everybody has different tells. You got to keep watching film and kind of pick up on what teams like to do and things like that. It's all a scheme thing.
Can you explain just kind of the mental approach that you guys have had this season to go through some of the ups and downs that you have, and to stay as confident and driven as you guys have? Just where that makeup comes from and how that has helped you guys through this season.
For us, really, it's just the belief we have in each other. Like I've been saying all season, we've done life together all summer, working out, spending time with each other outside of football, and that just carries over to the field. Like, I trust the work that my guys on offense put in or the guys across from me put in all year. So for me, it's like whether we lose or we win, like I'm with them like no matter what, and we on to the next. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really like in all the adversity we went through this year, like I still believe that we had a chance to make it to the playoffs, and we did. So just keep, keep fighting, keep swinging, keep believing, and it's just God always going, show out for us. So.
Is that something that you feel like you've always carried with you, that this ability to mentally handle some of this, or is that something that Clemson focuses on in addition to anything you brought in from high school?
For me, I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, some things you just can't control. And for me, I know, excuse me, it's a windshield mentality, basically. You know what I'm saying? You focus on what I can control, and what I can't control, it's not in my hands. And obviously, when I got here, the same way. I do my 111 and I help my teammates as much as possible. And the results we get, we got to live with them and just learn from everything we do. So.
TJ, sounds like Kelvin Banks is planning to play in this game, wasn't able to play in the SEC championship, but a guy who's been regarded as one of the best offensive linemen in all college football this year. As a competitor, is that someone you look forward to competing against guys that are considered the best at their position on the other side of the ball?
I look forward to playing the entire offensive line. They're a very skillful group. Obviously, he's the big name in the group, but I look at all of them as it's the same. You know what I'm saying? They're all great athletes. I'm excited to play them. Like I said, Texas is a really good football team, so can't wait to play them Saturday.
And we saw Barrett with the whiteboard after you guys beat SMU, the Clemson versus everybody. Have you guys kind of embraced, especially in the second half of the season, as people have counted you out, being the underdog?
Man, I don't know why. It's like, I don't know why people hate us. I guess it's just the common thing for people to keep doubting us and keep on doubting us. I love it, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to keep proving you guys wrong. Like I said, after the ACC championship, you guys can hate us, you can doubt us all you want to, but we're just going to keep winning. So we just can focus on what we can focus on and control what we can control, and that's on playing football. So as long as we're getting better at that, they can't really say nothing.
This will be your first time in Texas or playing against Texas?
Playing against Texas, yes.
Have you ever been in a venue that holds over 100,000 people?
Yes. Well, not played in, but just been in as a recruit and things like that. But played in, I don't think so. I think this will be my first time, so I'm excited to see it.
What are you kind of expecting, especially with the game being like a playoff game and knowing how Texas can be when there's already over 100,000 people with the playoff stakes added on to it? How do you think the environment will be?
It'll definitely be rowdy. This will be obviously the first home playoff game ever, so I'm expecting it to be obviously a sold-out crowd, everybody to be loud and things like that. But it's a home game for them, so it'll be quieter for us on the field because obviously their offense is on the field. But I'm still excited to play them and see the atmosphere.
Any questions for TJ virtually? Anybody else in the room? Oh, actually, we have a question. Kirk Bowles, please unmute and go ahead. Kirk, if you can hear us, go ahead.
I can hear you. Can you hear me, TJ?
Yes, sir.
I was curious, both you and Texas have had problems against Georgia this year. Georgia was 3-0 against 2-0 against Texas, 1-0 against y'all. Is there any reason why that was a bad matchup, do you feel like, for both teams playing Georgia?
I don't think it was a bad matchup. Going back to our game when we played Georgia, we had a great first half, and then like Coach Sweeney said, our third quarter wasn't the best. But everything that happened was on us. It was nothing that Georgia did that we haven't seen or that we was overwhelmed by. It was just all mistakes made by us and Clemson getting beat by Clemson. So we're a different team since then. We've gotten a lot better. We've gotten a lot smarter. So, yeah, that's all I can really say about that game.
And to ask one follow-up, Quinn Ewers is not known for his mobility, and he's had an ankle problem the last few weeks. The fact that he's not really considered a running threat and has had some ankle problems, how big an advantage does that give you in the game plan?
Even though he doesn't use his legs, he's still a dangerous quarterback. He can absolutely sling the rock. So we have to make sure we cover good, and the D-line has to rush the passer. So it'll be a good game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any additional questions for TJ?
Some of the mid-year enrollees started coming into Clemson, I think, yesterday or a couple of days ago. Have you got a chance to introduce yourself to some, meet them, and kind of show them the ropes, or have you just been locked in on this playoff game?
Yeah, I got to speak with him a little bit. I ate breakfast with Gideon Davis this morning. It's pretty funny. But, yeah, we'll spend more time with them as the week goes on. And if they have questions, obviously I told them, I gave them my number and things like that. So it'll take some time for them to get acclimated. But I'm just excited to have them here, and I know they're excited to practice with us. So it's a good thing.
So you guys talked yesterday about you have 3 really good quarters against SMU, and then the fourth quarter lost 17 points. I guess there's a level of confidence knowing what you've done in like that opening 3 frames, and then just knowing that a few tweaks is what kind of gets you to the full 4-quarter game, that type of stuff in terms of defense overall.
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Like the first 3 quarters against SMU played really well. Fourth quarter, 17 points allowed. Like, is there confidence in the first 3 quarters that, we just make a few tweaks and then that's how you get to 4 full quarters?
We just gotta
Consistency and stuff.
we just gotta continue playing. Can't let the moment get too big for us. And as long as we don't lose to Clemson, we'll be all right. That fourth quarter SMU, we let up some points. We just gotta keep playing. Can't let the game emotions take over. So we just gotta settle down and stay down and continue to play.
It's a very random question. Are you at all a Matthew McConaughey fan? You know Matthew McConaughey?
No, who's that?
He's an actor. He's a big Texas booster.
No, I don't know who that is.
Interstellar, what else?
We'll send you the IMDb page afterward.
Yeah. I was about to say you gotta tap me. I may know his face, but not off name. No, I don't know him.
Anybody else for TJ? All right, thank you, TJ.
Thank you.
TJ.
Sammy Brown will be joining us here in